Welcome to a new episode of the FPL Secret. Hello there, my name is Zekret, and today I'm going to show you my first draft. I know this should have been earlier, but actually I'm not a big fan of first drafts because you usually change your draft on a daily basis. So if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do a video every couple of days. But surprisingly, I do like my first draft and I don't mind at all going with it all the way until August. Let's have a little chat about it. The first soldier on this army is going to be Alfonso Areola. He is the cheapest of all at 4 million. We don't know for sure if he's gonna be nailed instead of Fabianski, but come on, at 4 million, what do you expect? If he's nailed, then it's a bonus. If not, then you have another goalkeeper. And that's why my second goalkeeper and my first choice is Ramsdale. I do really like Arsenal's starting fixtures, and I like how Ramsdale is always nailed and no risk at all. He's gonna be nailed like all the games. And that also will help me look at some cheap defenders instead of an Arsenal defender who is at 5 million at least. I know that my defense is not the best, but I tried to save some money for the attackers. And I'll tell you why this defense could actually do the job. Luke Shaw was my first choice, even at 5.5 million. You found United defend well, and the fixtures are good, and some attacking threat for Luke Shaw as well, and being on some set pieces. And also, he is a magnet for bonus. He nailed a spot on my defense as a first choice. Estupinian was in my mind since last season because he play very advanced in a team who likes to attack. So I knew once FPL is live, I'll go get Estupinian at 5 million with an 0.5 price rise. And that's exactly what happened. And luckily, the first fixtures are not bad at all, so Estupinian and Cho will play alongside a third defender in my team. Tarkovsky in a Dutch team with a decent fixtures is something to think of. I know Everton usually concede, but for now I can take the risk and rotate Tarkovsky with the two other defenders that I will get. He could have been White if we knew for sure that he's going to start at 0.5 less, but there are rumors that Johnny Evans is coming to the office, so that it's gonna lower the chances of White getting a spot in the starting 11. Pinnock could be Henry to some people, but I always go Pinnock. I like him as a footballer and I see him that he's always a threat. Brentford is a decent team and the fixtures are good, so probably he's gonna gain the third spot in my defense alongside Shaw and Estupinian, and Tarkovsky is gonna be on my bench most of the time. And my last defender is gonna be Baldock at 4 million, the template defender that we all know, and he's gonna saddle on my bench for most of the times. I don't expect I'll play him at any time. Anything else happens will be a miracle. And now to my favorite line, the midfielders. Probably if you watched my videos, you know by now that Saka will always be in my team. I like Saka. I like Arsenal. I like the odds. I like the fixtures. So Bukayo Saka, stick to the right side of my draft and don't move an inch. My second choice in the midfield is going to be Marcus Rashford. At 9 million after he was 6.5 million last season, but we know that one last match was a player with his quality. He is the best asset in Man United and always was the most shots on goal, and he's always in the box when he plays as a number 9 and when he plays as a winger as well. He's always there doing everything. So second spot in midfield, sealed. With Bruno Fernandes, it's more of a temptation, I'd say. I was like Bruno Fernandes at 8.5, probably playing in the number 10 rule with Mount dropping back. That's nice. And on penalties, some set pieces. Why not? Have a seat, mate. I know that might have changed, but for now I have Bruno and I like it. And Puemo was a very interesting choice since the moment we knew that Tony is going to be suspended for a long time. He's a great option already on set pieces, now penalties. He is a midfielder who is playing as an attacker at 6.5 million. Who would say no to that? The fifth spot in the midfield is going to be my punt, and that would be Raheem Sterling! I really had good memories with Sterling. I always think of him when I see good fixtures. He used to be at 7 million in the early seasons with City, and he was a great option. Now that he's back at that price with Chelsea and with a great chance of being nailed and with good fixture, I feel like the British when they say, I'm tempted and I can't help it. And for my attackers, I have a strong line here as well, because with one premium, you get to have a strong bench. And you can actually build a long-term plan on rotating everyone. So Haaland, do I need to talk about our captain? You get an empty draft, but Haaland is still there. My second attacker is going to be Ollie Watkins. I do really like Watkins. I do like the players that always get 90 minutes, always nailed, and always involved in the points. First choice penalty taker, of course, and I like everything that goes with Emery on Aston Villa. I expect much for Aston Villa, and I think it's going to be a really hard decision if I decided to drop Watkins from my team. So only one player left, and I have 6 million in the bank. Who do you expect it would be? So Ferguson is the last guy on my draft, and I'm not really sure if he's gonna stay there. I need a Brighton attacker in my team, and I do like Ferguson, and De Zerbi likes Ferguson as well. He's strong, he is young, he is a classic number 9. Would it be his season, and he possesses the number 9 spot? Not Welbeck, not Ondav, just him? I hope so. And would you like the video and subscribe to the channel? I hope so as well. So there you go guys, that was my first draft for the new season. Tell me in the comments if you like it and what would you change about it. And until next time then, see ya.